Hey everybody, Mike Stroud with Morganton Live. Excited about what's taking place in our town. I'm right here now at the Burke Chamber of Commerce. What a great place to connect. If you're in business like me, you need a place that's got people that are working for you, and the chamber's a great place to start that at. You know, if you haven't met the people down here, you can meet Tanya and Carrie and Taylor. They're a group of girls that are working hard here for all the local businesses to make sure that you're successful. We're doing ribbon cuttings every week, and it's pretty exciting to see the team of people that's trying to make people be successful in business. A lot of times when you start business, you don't have any support. But when you join the chamber, you got a network right out of the gate. You got people that are really right there trying to do ribbon cuttings for you, supporting you, do spotlights on your business. You know, you got a place on the wall. They'll mention you, do all these different things in the paper. You know, so you need that as a small business or a starting business. So come down here and talk to Tanya and all the girls down here, Taylor and Carrie, and they can kind of lay things out for you. They've got different roles that they're doing, but it's pretty exciting to see that we've got an active team here in Morganton, North Carolina, in Burke County that's really trying to see businesses be the best that they can be. We want to be a place where people have their businesses, family businesses, whatever it is. They got a lot of things that's going on all the time. We're personal members of the business. I think it's important to network with everybody in your community. There's so many people doing so many different things that you don't even know. And it can be somebody right next to you, and you've been working, looking to find somebody, and they're right next door to you. And that's the kind of the way it is down here at the Chamber. They've got a network of people in businesses that are always helping one another, and that's what we want to see. We want to promote one another and help one another. You know, just mention a couple of events that they've got going on in 2025. You know, obviously they got the candidates forum. Y'all know me, I'm a county commissioner, and I went through all those kind of things like that. So they kind of keep people informed of different things that are taking place like that, you know, for business and keeping you informed. They've got business showcases where they'll showcase businesses and different things and networking like that. They got the business at the border that's coming up. This is the biggest thing, one of the biggest things they do all year. This is pretty cool. Carrie was telling me about this. This is where Caldwell County and Burke County join together on October 23rd, 2025. That's coming up soon at the Morganton-Lenoir Airport, Foothills Regional Airport, and that's going to be pretty good. They're going to have it out there in one of the hangars. They're going to have music there. They're going to have businesses set up and laid out. This is just a great place to connect. You need to RSVP your reservation. You can call them down here at the Chamber or visit them online. It's free to attend. It's open to Burke and Caldwell Chamber members and their guests. Just visit them at burkecountychamber.org, and you can find out about this business at the border. There's so much going on in our region. One of the things as a county commissioner, I'm finding out that, you know, sometimes, you know, I'm all about the home team. I'm all about Burke County, but a lot of times, like Commissioner Randy Burns tells me, you know, you got to pull out to our region sometimes. And I'm all about the region too, but, you know, I'm such a hometown guy. I want to see our people here really come up, and that's why the Chamber's so important to me. That's why the businesses and people coming in are so important to connect. But a lot of times you have to pull back and see what our region's doing in Hickory and Catawba and Caldwell, and man, we're in this together. And it's pretty exciting that we can see all these things that are developing in our area. People are moving to the southeast like crazy. We live in one of the most beautiful places in the country, man, right here in the Carolinas, in North Carolina. We got the Grand Canyon of the East right here in our backyard, the Linville Gorge. They got the Blue Ridge Parkway. Those things are all opening back up. You know, we've had the Helene storm and the relief that we're dealing with. It's going to take a lifetime to rebuild some of these things. But the great thing is that people are rebuilding and businesses coming, people starting business, and we like to see that. We like to see things thriving and events and music and all the different things that are involved in rebuilding our area and our region. It starts with just connecting with one another. It's been a real blessing for our business because, you know, people know each other in town, and when you know each other, you feel like you're part of a community. And that's what we're trying to build is community. I think that's the only way we're going to really supersede and do great things in our area is really being together, being unity in our community. You know, forget all the politics. You know, I talk about being a county commissioner and all those kind of things, and all those elements come into play sometimes in people, but, you know, really we're Americans, and I like to promote that. You know, we've got a crazy past, but we've got freedom. Look where we're at now. Look what we can build. Look what we can do in our communities right now. I'm all about turning inward, about building local. If we can concentrate on our families and the next generation that's coming up, man, I'm so proud of our kids. I was just with the kids over at the Ag Center. We got some state champions, you know, and they're going to nationals. And I love to see those kind of things take place and understanding how agricultural fits into all this. You know, it don't matter what you're doing in this old world, man. If you ain't got nothing to eat, nobody's growing anything, the steak's not on the grill, man, you ain't going to make it. Don't matter what your profession is. But, you know, you see all those things kind of revolve around agriculture. And we've got such a great base right here in Burke County in agriculture. And our state in North Carolina, man, it's such a vital part of what we're doing, you know. And I seen the kids get involved and realizing this more than just milking cows. What the one girl said, it's more than just plows, cows, and sows. I thought that was so funny, man. That was, but that's true. You know, a lot of times you think on the farm, I don't want to be on the farm, but man, we need the farm, we need the farmers, we need the equestrian, we need the horses, and we need them all. But be careful of them horses after on them farms. Now, I got many stories about being raised on the farm, you know, and farm animals, man, they're mean sometimes, you know. Grandma, she'd be in there feeding the old horse. Old Fury was her name. I don't know why they named that horse Fury, but you know, she was a small horse, looks like now, but when I was a kid, this thing was this big. But she was in there giving her some sweet feed, you know, so I'm a kid just standing in there and the horse's head stuck in the door. Grandmama's in there, you know, and she's digging in the feed. Next thing I know, I'm looking at the Carolina blue sky. That horse done kicked me in the face, and it's a wonder it didn't kill me. That same horse gave me, I got stitches right here, took a picture on this horse. My cousin did. I'm sitting like this, take a picture. The flash scared the horse, of course, takes off, you know. Robin always told me to hang on to the rein. I'm like, are you kidding me? And be dragged under the horse so I can bend her? You know, forget that. You know, I'm going to let go of the horse. I'm going to have to get it later. But I fell off and hit a stump out there in the yard, man. They had to take me to the hospital. So me and old Fury, you know, as a kid, farm animals, watch them. You got to be careful around farm animals. All that being said, man, I love agriculture. I love our kids. I love everything that we're doing. I love business. You know, you can adapt to do anything, wherever you're at. And I'm all about doing things here locally. And that's why I'm so passionate about our local area, about our local Chamber of Commerce. That's why I love going out and seeing all the businesses start up. I love networking with everybody. You need that. But they'll give you the resources. They'll give you the help. They'll give the information that help you get started, to put some air under your sails so that you can really rise up to be. And one of the things that I think is so important in business, and a lot of people don't do this, is get some counsel. You know, ask me. You know, I was telling the girls at the ag thing yesterday, one of some of those state things, I said, when I was in y'all's age, man, you know, I didn't go talk to the counselor. You talk to the counselor, you kidding me? You need some counseling? You need some counseling. That was just beyond us. But I didn't realize what a counselor does is they get all the information just from me. Just from Michael Hugh. And so that Michael Hugh can make a really good decision. It's not about, you know, issues and problems I've got or I'm dealing with or I got to have some mental help. It's about just gathering all the information so that you can make the best choice for yourself. And I was such a knucklehead and dumb, you know, I didn't do that. But now, you know, look where it's brought me. Non-uneducated, autodidact. You know, I had to tell the girls, what's an autodidact? I didn't even know what an autodidact is, but that's what I am. Somebody, don't have to have anybody help you get started. You just do it yourself. Pick up that broom, start cleaning, and you'll have a business, you know. It's like that in anything. So, you know, I'm just real tuned to the local business and how we do things and how we can help one another grow. And, you know, take that counsel and ask somebody, hey, you been down this road? If you could read a book that somebody's went through hell in 5 minutes and you can read it for $1, it can help you get 20 years worth of knowledge that you don't have to go through. Wouldn't you read that book? Wonder if you missed that book, you know, How to Think and Grow Rich. You know, you'd be sitting out there poor like old Jimmy out here on the courthouse steps, you know. You got to have a vision. You always got to be wanting to, you got to desire it. If you don't desire it, you know, how big do you want to? How much do you want to do things? If you got a desire, you can do it. And it comes from counsel. It comes from getting a vision. It comes from saying, how do I do this? How do I financially do this? If you're like me, you've never had any money, you know, the banks ain't going to help you, you know. You do better stand out there with a sign sometimes that we'll help, we'll work for food. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, if you do something, you start working and you start getting plugged in and connecting with people around you and run with whatever's in your heart, you know, run with your dream. You'll have ups and downs, you know, but if it's really in your heart and you have a passion for it, man, the doors will open up for you. Be faithful over a few things, you know, be friendly. You know, be a smile millionaire. That's one of the things I tell people. Hey, you might not have no money. Yeah, it's amazing what I've done with nothing. Everybody looks at Mike Stroud. They say, man, look at Mike Stroud, man. Boy, he's got a business. He drives a Lexus, 8-year-old Lexus. But, you know, people they don't think about stuff like that. You know, they think, well, he's got a Lexus. I couldn't afford a new Lexus, but one day we will. But, you know, you say, how do you do all these things? Through faith and favor? Just imagine if you got a little bit of money and you start being faithful over it, man, things start opening up for you. And that's what it did for me. You know, I was always nice to people. I was always willing to serve. Didn't have no agenda. So many people got agendas. They're going into something, you know, looking for something to come out of it. And people, they're pretentious like that. Even in business, you know, you come trying to offer business, they think you're trying to take their business and all those kind of things. And I've seen all those dynamics. Just help one another. Be nice to one another. Don't come with no agendas. Just be willing to serve. There's a lot of work that can be done just through serving. And that's what the Chamber of Commerce is really all about. They're down here wanting to serve you in your business and help you make it in your business. And, you know, we got all kind of people we can talk to. Talk to people around you, man. Always call me. You know, I'll give you the truth straight up, man. You know, nobody's never helped me. The help ain't coming. I keep telling people, the help ain't coming. You know, you'll be sitting there all day. You better start making it help for yourself. You've got to start doing something yourself. And, you know, when you look at it like that and you got the right attitude and you're a smile millionaire, you can always give somebody a smile, you know. And that lifts people's spirits sometimes, no matter what they're going through, because, hey, this life is short. It's quick. You know, I pray your business lasts forever and you have a legacy forever. You know, even in my business, you pray your boys take off and, you know, they might not care nothing for your business. But, you know, run with the season in your life and run with the dreams in your heart and connect with your local chamber, man. They've got, it's basically about $1 a day. You can start at $30 a month. And, man, what you get for that $30 a month, you know, is invaluable. You know, so connect with the Burke Chamber and come down here and see Tanya and Carrie and Taylor, and they'll take care of you and help you in your business. And, man, call any of the members, you know, check with us. Call me, you know, check with me. And you can always connect with me in any way. I'll always be honest and truthful, and we want to see things take place here in Burke County. And we haven't even started, man. You know, this Broughton thing, the Western Piedmont, the deaf school, the math and the science, Morganton, people don't know what's getting ready to take place here. This is going to be the place people want to live at. Right now, people might be leaving and say, I don't know if I want to live here as a young person, but hey, I'm telling you what, we're going to do things, and man, people are going to say, man, I'm going to Burke County. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks for watching the show, and man, we'll talk more about businesses. We'll talk more about each other, and get involved in your community. Visit us, check with us, and check out Stroud Steel Trusses, man. Don't forget that, man. Talking about business, got to talk about our own, man, and all the things that we're doing, man. We're making housing, barn dominiums. We're shipping nationwide. We're going to be one person, one group here in Morganton, Burke County, man, saying, hey, we're all in on our county, and we're trying to ship everything around the world and brand it right here so that we can do for our people right here. And if you take care of your local people and you take care of one another, not worry about all this national narrative, man, things will start happening for you. So take care of your home, your family, love your kids, love each other, and hey, man, we love you, and we're praying for each other. So it's going to take all of us together, united as Americans. God bless you. I love you, Mike Stroud.